Throughout the years, I'm not sure that there are many legends who have had to endure more disrespect than Russell Westbrook has. And what sucks is that a lot of this disrespect came from Russell Westbrook being sent to play basketball for his hometown of all places. Westbrook being sent to play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers was supposed to be a movie, but it would be anything but that. Westbrook being sent to the Los Angeles Lakers would be one of the worst things that could happen to both him and the Los Angeles Lakers. Westbrook being sent to the Lakers did what felt like irreparable damage to both sides. The Wizards trading Westbrook to the Lakers would gut the Lakers of very valuable assets, and while the Lakers would get a star like Westbrook, let's be real, there was no shot that he would ever be a good fit for that Lakers team. As things went south, LeBron James and Rob Pelinka would get the blame for making the Westbrook trade happen in the first place. Meanwhile, Westbrook got the blame for not fitting in on a bad team that he was never meant to be on. Which honestly, how he handled all of this backlash wouldn't necessarily help anything either. During an exit interview, this man said one of the wildest things that I had ever heard a player say. When he was asked about how he felt that he played that season, he would say that I was coming off of averaging a triple-double, so anything less than that would not be a good season for me in my eyes. Imagine the Lakers going 82-0, but Westbrook doesn't get that triple-double average of his. So at the end of the season, he goes, "We went 82-0, but no triple-double average for me, so the season was a failure." Now I know that Westbrook would never go that far, but that's how that quote that he had reads. At the trade deadline of the following year, both Westbrook and the Lakers' timeline would change for the better. The Lakers would successfully get off of Westbrook while vastly improving their roster. Meanwhile, Westbrook would find himself on a team in desperate need of his talents with the Clippers, desperately needing a point guard. That same season, Westbrook would show everybody that he still got it, with him averaging 15.8 points, 7.6 assists, and 4.9 rebounds to close the season with the Clippers, before exploding in the NBA playoffs for a team that was just limping towards the finish line. Against the Suns in the playoffs, Westbrook would have a 28-point, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists performance. He would also have a 30-point, 8 rebound, and 12 assists performance. And he would also have a 37-point, 6 rebound, and 4 assists performance. Westbrook would be a monster against the Suns and a major thorn in their back, which was honestly amazing to see. That season for the Clippers, Westbrook was looking like a man who had found their joy for the game that they love yet again. And then, what did the Clippers do the following season? They would bench him. With Harden coming to town, the benching would be understandable, but it would still be something that would be hard to swallow. Here Westbrook was, having to adjust to a new role yet again. And yet again, Westbrook would prove that he would be valuable in any role that you put him in throughout the duration of the season. So with the Clippers getting bounced in the first round this past season, and Westbrook having a player option for the 24-25 season, questions would start to arise about his future in Los Angeles. It would be clear that the Clippers might be undergoing a big change headed into the next season, but it wouldn't be clear if Westbrook would be a part of that change. Westbrook opting in for the 24-25 season wouldn't stop him from finding a new home this offseason. Thursday, July 18th, the Clippers would agree to a sign-and-trade deal where the Jazz would send Chris Dunn to the Clippers, and the Clippers would send a 2030 second-round pick swap, the draft rights to the 57th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, $4.3 million in cash, and Russell Westbrook to Utah. And then, for the second time in his career, the Jazz would plan to buy out Russell Westbrook. You see, Westbrook getting cut from the Jazz would clear the way for him to join the Denver Nuggets, which is something that Nikola Jokic himself was personally pushing for. With the Nuggets losing KCP and Reggie Jackson, I thought that this team adding Russell Westbrook was the least that they could do. Just like Jokic, I love the idea of Westbrook in Denver. In fact, these two playing together is something that I wish happened a little sooner. Now, Westbrook isn't the MVP level player that made triple doubles boring anymore, but he's still a player that upgrades your roster who can undoubtedly still contribute to winning. Westbrook gives the Nuggets an immediate upgrade over the Reggie Jackson that they had last season. Westbrook immediately comes to Denver as one of, if not the best bench playmaker in the league, which is super valuable for a team that really doesn't have any playmakers outside of their key players. Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray can only take so much of that pressure off of Jokic. The addition of Westbrook also gives the Nuggets somebody that they can start in a crunch, which is nice considering that Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. haven't exactly been playing all 82 games every season. I see this current version of Westbrook, who has been playing with tenacity on defense and being active off ball, to be a good fit alongside Jokic whenever this duo does play together. I also see Westbrook playing well with Saric, as just like Jokic, his ability to space the floor as a big will give him room to operate. Also, don't sleep on those Aaron Gordon at the 5 lineups. The Nuggets will be able to put some good shooters and talent around Westbrook, and I've always been a firm believer that when you give Westbrook lemons, the man will make lemonade. I would have loved to see the Nuggets' versatile first-round pick from this year, Deron Holmes II, with Westbrook, as Westbrook is a young big's best friend. But sadly, Deron tore his Achilles in the Nuggets 2K25 Summer League opener. As long as Russ comes to Denver ready to buy into his role, which all signs seem to be pointing to, this is a low-risk, why-not signing which has some nice potential for the Nuggets, who have opted to stay calm in the wake of a short postseason run. So while I am enamored by the idea of Westbrook joining the Nuggets and proud of the Nuggets for not smashing that panic button in wake of a short postseason run, it might sound a bit contradictory, but I can't believe that they've been so content to do so little this offseason, and this is coming from somebody who loves all of that young talent on their roster. According to Harrison Wind, Dario Saric and Russell Westbrook, who will be 36 in November, are the only 2 players that the Nuggets targeted in free agency this offseason. Nikola Jokic is going to retire as one of the best big men and possibly players to ever play the game. You want to maximize every year of his prime that you can. So what do? Sure, you just added Saric and Westbrook, but you lost KCP, and a lot of your competition around the league loaded up and got even better. The Thunder got Caruso and Hartenstein. The Mavericks just got Klay Thompson and Najee Marshall. The Pelicans just got DeJounte Murray. The Spurs just got Chris Paul. And the Kings just got DeMar DeRozan. The list goes on, and don't get it confused, a lot of teams aren't even done making moves yet. Calvin Booth, this is my way of saying that I want you to do something else for this team. Personally, I think that a move is coming from the Nuggets that we haven't seen yet, but if they don't make a move, then I think that they are making a huge mistake. Earlier, I said that this team could put shooters around Westbrook, but they could definitely use some more. So far, the Nuggets' reluctance to make a splash with them believing in internal development has been in line with Booth's plan to, against all odds, build a dynasty within this new CBA. At the start of last season, he said that I just want dudes that we try to develop and it's sustainable. If it costs us the chance to win a championship this year, so be it. It's worth the investment. It's more about winning 3 out of 6, 3 out of 7, 4 out of 8 than it is trying to go back to back. I'm not going to lie, what he said sounded good, but it sounded very optimistic, maybe too optimistic. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Draymond Green says that the days of dynasties are over and that we'll always remember the Warriors one because they're the last that we'll be able to speak of. And then here's Booth saying that he's looking to play the long game while he has a superstar in their prime. I understand that the new CBA makes things incredibly tough, but I do think that there are some small moves that the Nuggets could make to shore up their roster. Let me know what you guys would do if you were the Nuggets in the comments below. There's a lot going on in the NBA right now that I need to be covering, so I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.